G'day legends. Bitcoin has just dropped about 4.4% in the last 24 hours. We've gone from 108,700-ish to just under 104,000. It was actually 103.5 at one point. It's jumped back up just recently. But the news is that we've had, those American numbers, the CPI, the PPI, all those things have come out. And they've all been positive. They've all been better than expected. So the only bad news that I could find is that the tariff talk from China and America has not gone as well as expected. I'll just flick you to this side. It hasn't been bad, but it also has. They haven't given a lot of details, which we want details. The market wants details. They want to know what's going on. The market hates uncertainty. The stock market, crypto market, doesn't matter what it is. The precious metal market, everything sort of likes certainty and to go know what's going on. They want to know whether we're possibly going to go down or know whether we're going up. And so that's what part of the problem is. The other part of the problem is that Trump is still putting the pressure on Powell, so the head of the SEC, president to the head of the SEC in America. He's still putting the pressure on him with the interest rates. He called him a numbskull, which is, as I've said, Trump's quite rude, although everything else he said is probably correct. So I'm just walking backwards and forwards because I'm waiting to get on the road for a 6-hour trip. So, so he's come out and he's basically said, yep, your inflation and all that's pretty good, which it seems to be in America from what I understand. It's coming down. It's better than expected. All those type of things. So he's saying, Powell should drop the interest rates. He should, do it now or when he can next. And Powell is basically coming out and saying, you know what, I'm not in a hurry. So that's basically what it's about. Trump said, you know what, if your inflation and all that goes up in a year, I'll be the first person on the phone telling you, yep, it's time to put your interest rates back up, but put them down now. So he's making valid points. He's being rude to other people that he doesn't, necessarily like, I suppose. So anytime the politicians are flinging mud at each other, that seems to upset the markets a little bit to a degree. So that's about all I can find as far as why we've dumped. The other thing is, this is my opinion, of course, probably just overheated. Like the market's overheated. Bitcoin went from 100,500 roughly up to over 110,000 in basically 5 days or something like that. And so, people take profits and give the market, it brings it back down again, which is perfectly fine. All right, so that's about it for now. I just thought I'd get in and say, yep, it's still dumping. Possibly it'll go lower. I've been tracking it with my leverage trading. I've actually made some good profits. So because, I've picked the right side this time and went down. But just, for your own self, it could go down. It could easily head back down to that 100 mark again, 100K mark. Let's wait till this car goes past. So, it might be a good buying point if that's what you want to do. Of course, nothing I ever say is financial advice. And if you made it to this point in the video, chuck a like up for me, share it around. Let's get those subscribers up. Make sure we're helping as many people out as possible. Have a great day. Do something nice for someone else. Crypto Bogan out.